Hello fellas. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. This is Haley from Top 5 Choices, and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I am going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 best wireless keyboards, 2022. After doing proper researches, we came to the conclusion that meets the best in terms of overall. Kindly leave a like if you find this helpful, and I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications if you haven't. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use it for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. We'll be back with more videos. The Logitech Ergo K860 is a nice ergonomic keyboard with a curved design. While this type of layout might take some time to get used to, it reduces wrist strain and is very comfortable to type on once you get it right. The board is well built and features negative angled feet as well. The Logitech Ergo K860 isn't designed for gaming. The scissor switches have a low actuation force and short pre-travel, but they require a lot of force to get past the pre-actuation bump. Also, the latency is fairly high. The Logitech K860's build quality is good. This all-plastic board has a little bit of flex, but it doesn't feel like it's cheap enough to break. The non-detachable wrist rest is very comfortable and feels high-end. The keys are pad printed, and while they feel a bit different than the Logitech MX keys, they aren't too cheaply made. If you want a similar ergonomic keyboard with a better build quality, check out the Microsoft Surface Ergonomic Keyboard. This keyboard has outstanding wireless versatility. You can connect the keyboard to your computer using the USB receiver or via Bluetooth. It pairs flawlessly with any Bluetooth-capable device, but we did have a few issues with its receiver where the keyboard would keep connecting and disconnecting on its own. On the upside, you can connect to 3 devices simultaneously and easily switch between them. The typing experience is great but might feel a bit odd for some people at first. The layout of the keys isn't typical, and they are separated in a way where you're obligated to type the right way. The amount of typos at first is higher than usual, but greatly reduces after the short amount of time that it takes to get used to the layout and shape. The Razer Black Widow V3 Pro is an outstanding wireless mechanical gaming keyboard. The green tactile switches on our unit offer low pre-travel and light actuation force, and it's also available with silent linear switches. It has full RGB backlighting and macro programmable keys, which are customizable through the companion software. Unlike the Razer Black Widow Elite, the V3 Pro supports Bluetooth and Razer's proprietary hyperspeed technology via its dedicated receiver. Despite its straight design, the ergonomics are still decent due to the 2 incline settings and detachable wrist rest. The Razer Black Widow V3 Pro is outstanding for gaming. The clicky Razer green switches on our unit offer low pre-travel and light actuation force. That said, this keyboard is also available with silent linear switches. It has full RGB backlighting and macro programmable keys, which are customizable in the Razer Synapse 3 companion software. The keycaps are made of double-shot ABS plastic that feels great to touch, and gaming feels comfortable thanks to the detachable plushy wrist rest. The Razer Black Widow V3 Pro has excellent build quality. It's made largely of plastic with an aluminum faceplate that exhibits very little flex. Keycaps are made of double-shot ABS plastic and feel superior to the ones on the Razer Black Widow Elite. There's some minor wobble to the keys, most noticeably with the spacebar, shift, backspace, and enter keys. Also, the stabilizers rattle when you shake the board. The incline feet are grippy enough to keep it from sliding around, and they feel more solid than the ones on the Elite. The Razer Black Widow V3 Pro's ergonomics are good. It has a typical straight board design, but the 2 incline settings and detachable plushy wrist rest should make it comfortable to use. The Logitech G915 Lightspeed is a fantastic wireless mechanical gaming keyboard. It's a full-sized keyboard that's packed with features like dedicated macro keys, multi-device pairing, and full RGB backlighting. Logitech's G-Hub software offers plenty of customization options, is easy to use, and is available on both Windows and Mac OS. However, keep in mind that only the dedicated macros keys are programmable, so you can't remap any other key. The keyboard's low profile is comfortable to type on, and it comes in 3 switch variants: GL Tactile, GL Clicky, and GL Linear. We tested the tactile switch, which are light to press and provide okay typing quality. Logitech also offers a G915 TKL version of this model, and while we haven't reviewed it, we expect it to perform similarly. However, it's smaller and more compact due to the lack of a numpad. The Logitech G915 Lightspeed is decent for HTPC use. It can easily connect to your TV via Bluetooth, and its RGB backlighting makes it easy to see in the dark. It has dedicated media keys, making it easy to pause/play your content, but without a trackpad, you'll need a mouse to navigate the user interface. The build quality is great. It has a metal frame and hard plastic on the back. The keyboard exhibits some flex due to the thinness of the board, but it's fairly minimal. Although the keycaps are double-shot, which is great for the durability of the key legends, they're made of ABS plastic, which can pick up oil easily and develop a shine over time. The keys slightly wobble, but it isn't too noticeable during regular use. The Razer ProType Ultra is a straight, wireless keyboard designed for office use. It's Razer's second productivity keyboard, and it looks nearly identical to the Razer ProType, except the Ultra comes with a wrist rest and different switches. You can pair it with up to 3 Bluetooth devices or one device via its USB receiver. It uses a Razer productivity dongle, meaning you can use the same receiver to connect other devices that use the same receiver as well, like the Razer Pro Click Mini. It uses linear Razer yellow switches, which feel very light and are quiet compared to other mechanical switches, but there's no tactile feedback, which may bother some people. While the Razer ProType Ultra is designed for office use, it's still a fantastic choice for gaming. Its latency is very low, and the Razer yellow switches feel light and very responsive. It has a wrist rest and 2 incline settings for better comfort, and you can set macros to any key on the board. Although it has backlighting, it's white only, which might be a deal breaker if you wanted to sync all your RGB peripherals together. The Razer ProType Ultra feels very well built, and it looks and feels identical to the Razer ProType. Its chassis is plastic and feels solid, though there's a bit of flex, with an aluminum top plate to give more rigidity. It has 6 rubber pads on the underside that help keep the board in place. There's rubber ends on all inline feet as well. Also, there's a space to store the receiver on the underside. While the keycaps are ABS plastic, they feel nice and have a soft touch coating. The keys feel stable, and while there's some slight wobbling with the larger keys, it's hardly noticeable. The Razer ProType Ultra is a straight board with 2 incline settings. However, unlike the nearly identical Razer ProType, the Ultra has a plushy wrist rest. It is a magnetic, so it simply sits in front of the board. That said, it doesn't slide around easily. The Logitech MX Mechanical is the first mechanical keyboard released in Logitech's office-focused MX lineup. It's a wireless model that comes with Logitech's Bolt receiver, which is designed for use simultaneously with other select Logitech products, but you can also connect it with Bluetooth. You can choose from Kailh low-profile switches in tactile brown, clicky blue, and linear red, and there's a compact version of this keyboard available called the Logitech MX Mechanical Mini. The Logitech MX Mechanical is a very good keyboard for office use. Thanks to its low profile, it feels comfortable to type on for long periods, even without a wrist rest. The build quality is solid, and with the tactile brown switches installed, the typing noise is minimal. You can connect it wirelessly with its USB receiver or via Bluetooth, and it pairs with up to 3 devices. While it's fully compatible with Windows, some buttons don't work as intended on macOS and Linux. The Logitech MX Mechanical has excellent build quality. The top plate is aluminum, while the chassis is made of solid plastic, so the board exhibits no flex. The keycaps are ABS plastic with a soft coating that adds extra grip, which is good as ABS keycaps are prone to becoming slick from finger oil over time. The legends are shine-through, meaning you can see the backlighting in the dark. The stabilizers inside offer good stabilization, so there's very little wobble in the larger keys. On the top right of the keyboard, you'll find the charging port and power switch. Along the bottom of the board, there's a long rubber strip that does a good job of keeping it in place, and there are 2 smaller strips at the top and on each inclined foot.